I am your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. And today we're going to do something a little bit different than what I normally do. Normally you see me here for astrology to talk about each of the new moons and the full moons, but I'm going to do something different this time. I'm going to do tarot instead. There's going to be no astrology involved. We're just going to do a pick a card about what message Spirit has for you or what Spirit wants you to know at this time. I have no intentions to make this tarot a regular thing here on my channel, but I just wanted to do it now just to have some fun, try something different out here, and to give you all some encouragement during this time, okay? I should note this tarot reading is timeless. You can watch it at any time you need it, whenever you find it. It applies to you, but for those of you who are watching it as I post, we are right now about to enter eclipse season. That is the first eclipse, the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, which is about a week and a half away, and then the new moon solar eclipse in Gemini after that. So I thought it might be good to give you some guidance here. Okay, I don't plan on going very long. I want to keep this very, very short for each of the piles, but I thought I would do it. So go ahead and maybe pause this video, whatever you do. I know pretty quickly what pile I want, but choose a pile that resonates with you. We've got the mermaids here, pile number 1, if you want to hear from them, the Mermaid Tarot. We've got the Wizards Tarot here, pile number 2, if you want to hear from the Wizards, and then we've got the Witches Tarot here last. So you can pick whether you want to hear from the mermaids, the wizards, or the witches, or you can pick the crystal, whatever it is that you feel, just go for it. All right, and I think I'm going to go ahead and hop in. In order to find your pile, check the timestamp down below in the description box. I'll put them there to help you more easily navigate. But now I'm going to go ahead and start. So I'm just going to move these over here. Okay. And let's go ahead and start pile number 1 with the mermaids. I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling and just see what comes out. Oh, already a good start. Okay, we've got the 10 of Cups, I should note, upright. Ooh, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. My goodness, upright. 2 good cards that I like. We've got Judgment reversed. So right away, the message that I'm getting here is perhaps there's actually something that you've been wanting. It does look like it has to do with multiple parts of your life. Perhaps there is some kind of emotional relationship situation that you've been hoping for here with the 10 of Cups. Could also be something with family that's very, very good that you feel is coming, that you feel has been promised to you. Could also be as well something financial too, that does feel for some reason like it could be connected to home or family in a relationship. But with Judgment being reversed, I almost feel like the last shoe hasn't dropped, and I mean that in the best way possible, or that something hasn't quite come through. So that's so far the energy that I'm getting. You feel like there's something really, really good that is almost within your grasp, that you're about to get a good relationship, not a good one, like a really great relationship, balanced family situations that somehow is tied to good things with money coming in, but for some reason it's incomplete. Hasn't, that you're waiting. I get this sense of waiting on. I haven't been called higher. I'm waiting on it. Okay. Ooh, man, I'm like, so many cards. I was worried when I was going to do this. I'm like, what if I'm just like shuffling for minutes and no cards pop out? And here we've got a lot. So very talkative. These might be the only ones I'll take. What have we got next? We've got the Knight of Cups upright. We've got Death upright, the 9 of Swords reversed. So the message I'm definitely getting with the 9 of Swords reversed is to not worry, to not worry. I know that's like easier said than done, but Spirit wants you to know that that it sees you, that it sees that there's something that you want to bring to completion, or that, I don't even know if completion's the word, that there's something that you really want to step into, that you feel you need to be called to the next level of your life, to be called higher. That does involve both relationships and money simultaneously, and family stuff, and Spirit saying, I see you, I got you. It may not be manifesting at the time you would like, or in the time frame you wanted to manifest in, but don't worry, because I see you and I'm on it. I'm on it, even if it's hard to relax. Okay. What else do we have here? We've got the King of Cups upright, the 4 of Pentacles reversed, and the Emperor. Oh man, where do I want to start? Okay. Maybe I'll go to death first. And the Four of Pentacles reversed. I feel like part of what has been delaying this, these better things to come with a romantic relationship, with maybe family situations to turn around for the better, and with money has been something old perhaps that maybe you've needed to let go of first, and that's needed to end. All right, that's because we've got death here, and death to me does mean that something needs to die. Doesn't have to mean literally, I mean figuratively or metaphorically means that something here might need to die in order to bring things forward. And to me, the Four of Pentacles it's about release, it's about letting things go, it's about not holding on so tightly to stuff. So I think that's what's going on. Not only does Spirit say, like, I see you, I see that you have a lot of desires here that you feel like you're so close to getting that are just kind of without your grasp. And it's because something else, either in your life or in someone you're dealing with, needed to end first and be fully let go of and processed and transformed so that whatever else that needs to occur that you're hoping for can take place in a better way. And in a way that's more in control, because you've got the Emperor and the King of Cups here upright. And the Emperor and the King of Cups, well, I mean, I don't know about the King of Cups in particular, but the Emperor and the Kings to me do not play. Like, they are serious, they are in control, they do exactly what they want to do and enlist people to help them and hit the mark when it is that they do it. So the message here is saying, like, something may be delayed here that you're really hoping for, that you feel is within your grasp, but for some reason not manifesting to call you higher. Spirit saying, don't worry, I see you. It's coming. You just needed to release something first, or something needed to end and be transformed, within your soul emotionally, or someone else's soul emotionally, to move forward. And I'm getting two messages here. And not only did something need to be transformed or let go of, but someone needed to step into their power as well. Because like the Kings and the Emperor, like very powerful figures, needed to step into your full power. So not only is the good thing delayed, I suppose, because something needed to be let go of and transformed, but maybe because you were denying your own power, your own sense of authority, your own sense of control in your own life, and you also needed to find that, or someone that you're connecting with perhaps needed to find that as well. It also does indicate to me too, the other message that I'm getting with the Kings is that once this old cycle has ended and been closed out, and you have stepped into your power, like transformed your emotions to release any of this other stuff and stepped into your power, that when these good things do manifest, that they're gonna manifest right, if you will, right, in air quotes. They're gonna manifest powerfully. They're gonna manifest, I don't know, they're going to manifest powerfully, and they're going to manifest strongly. I don't mean passionately when I say that, because not that the Emperor isn't a passionate sign, right? Like the Emperor typically has to do with Aries, right? So not that the Emperor isn't a passionate sign, card, just that the Emperor is also very concerned about the longevity of things and how things are going to work over time. So the message, just to keep bringing it together, is saying something very good is coming to you. You have not been forgotten about. Do not worry. It's just been delayed because something else needed to be ended first, and the people involved needed to step more fully into their power in healthy ways. And that once that occurs, all these timing issues are going to go away. The thing is going to begin here, and it's going to come to you, maybe not in a super passionate way, but in a strong way that's going to have longevity, that's going to be long lasting here. And it does look to be built on like a solid emotional foundation with the King of Cups, and to be something of emotional importance, because we've got the Ten of Cups and the King of Cups. I mean, these are some of my favorite cards. So I do feel as though even if, because like the king and the emperor are kind of buttoned up, like even if when this good thing arrives that you've been waiting on, even if it comes in more of a serious way, I do feel like you're going to be very emotionally pleased and fulfilled by what does occur and what does transpire. Okay, the last card I'm going to talk about, and then I've got 2 oracle cards I think I'm going to pull, is the Knight of Cups upright. And I also tend to like the Knight of Cups when it's upright, but the feeling that I get from this is that some of you may be thinking to yourself, am I making this all up? Am I making this all up in my head? Are these good financial situations and this good relationship stuff and this good stuff with home and family? I feel like it concerns multiple parts of your life. I feel like some of you are like, is this real or is this not? Like, I think there's something good that's coming to me, but it hasn't quite manifested, and all these other things are taking so long. Like, am I just fooling myself? Am I just playing make-believe, you know? And am I just, you know, what's the word, you know, just in a huge fairy tale trying to make myself feel better? And the last message perhaps that I'll leave you here in regards to this is like, no, you're not. This is not make-believe. This is not, don't worry. And this is not make-believe. You're not making this all up. This is not all in your head. Like, things are going to turn around. And eclipse season, if you're watching this at the time I'm posting it, in the next 2 to 4 weeks is a good time for it to happen. So the cards are saying you're not making these feelings up about what you see with a happy home, a happy relationship, good financial stuff. I mean, this looks like multiple parts of your life, a cornucopia of good stuff. Like, you're not making this up. It's not in your head. Do not worry. It is going to happen. Just some old cycles needed to be closed out first. Some old emotions needed to be transmuted and healed so that when these things finally do happen for you, they are rock solid. They are rock solid and have a very strong longevity, which I do believe they have. Okay, now I'm gonna pull. Do I want to pull these? Yeah, I'll pull these. Oops. Do I want to get one more? Let's see. What deck is this? The Spirit Speak. No, the Iris Oracle, in case you're curious. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, we got quite a few. So let's see what these say. We've got Party Leader, Broken and Hatched here. Dream Travel, and what is hidden will be revealed. So what does that mean to me? I actually want to start with these. These are the ones that came out first. I do feel like a lot of you feel like something. I do. This to me is confirmation that a lot of you feel very strongly that you're missing something. Clearly, if you've been following some of my astrology horoscopes, that you are missing something and that you feel like there's something that you can't see or something that has not come together quite yet. And the end, and this card is saying that there is like, this card is saying you're totally right. You're totally right. Something is hidden from you that has not been revealed. Again, it's a good thing. Do not freak out. You have the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles upright. It looks like a good thing, but it is confirming there is something you do not know or you do not see fully, or that has not happened fully. There is more to the story that does need to be revealed, that again, I do think could happen soon, right? If you're watching this at the time I'm filming this, not only are we going into an eclipse season, but Mercury is about to go retrograde, which is a good time to recommunicate some things as well. So I also get that sense too, that there is something missing, and it may not be too long from now in which that which is hidden is revealed. This thing that you're missing makes itself more known to you about how you work with that. Okay. The next card is Dream Travel, which is interesting because it kind of goes with the Knight of Cups here. I see the Knight of Cups again as very, very dreamy. And I think the message that I want to share with this, because a lot of you are like, is this all in my head? Am I making all of this up? And I'm getting another confirmation here. No, you're not making it up. And your intuitions, your feelings, your dreams have messages for you. And even your daydreams, right? Your daydreams have messages for you. So I think that the message that I'm getting here is more so advice like listen to your dreams, listen to your intuitions, because they are accurate. And not only because they're accurate, but because I think they're going to help you to keep the faith, and the hope up as you work through these things, so that you can like finish the task, finish the drill, and bring things full circle. Okay. Broken and hatched, party leader. Man, I'm feeling like some of you too, I feel like these are giving me more advice. Not only may some of you need to just pay attention to your dreams and your daydreams and your dreams when you're sleeping here, because they could have really strong messages for you that could help you to keep the faith or understand what is going on here. Or maybe some of you might be having very vivid dreams about all of this, but also to like go out and have some fun despite all this stuff that's going on, because some of this stuff is kind of heavy. And with party leader coming up, I feel like maybe some of you need a reminder here to either treat yourself every once in a while as you wait for these things to come together, or to just make little moments of fun for yourself so that you don't get bogged down. Okay. Broken and hatched. And then we've got broken and hatched here. And what that means to me is, you know, to not, I don't know who needs to hear this, but to not like pull your punches, right? Broken and hatched to me means you got to go all in. I don't know. So I don't know if some of you have been avoiding letting things go from the past and facing some of your emotions and stepping into your power. But another piece of advice that I'm getting is not only like your dreams could have messages for you and keep the faith and keep the hope alive, and that you need to have some fun, but also like go deeper into the fears and into the past in order to fully root out what's going on and move forward. Like with that combined with the party leader gives me a sense of like work hard, play hard. like not necessarily in a way you might normally think of it, but I'm getting another piece of advice for some of you, that some of you do need to have more fun in a lot of ways and loosen up, but at the same time that you have more fun, you need to not be afraid to like go deeper into some of your emotional challenges or into some of the things from the past, so that you can more fully get these things going, get things moving towards this good stuff that it is that you're hoping for here. And perhaps some of the fun, you allowing yourself to feel lighter and to have more fun, will make you feel safer to fully close out the old cycles, fully close out the old emotions, the old situations, and to move past that. These cards are just jumping. This doesn't normally happen. Let me go get that one. This card is Make It God's. So how do I feel about this? I do feel that like there could be a message, I'm not going to lie, that could come. I don't want to say, like, I don't want to give you the impression of too soon, but I do feel like some of this stuff could turn around to get you to where you want to be quicker than you think. But that even though I do think some of this stuff may turn around to get you to this better place, you know, that this good stuff that you feel was promised to you quicker than you think, there is a need to kind of surrender all timing expectations around that, so that you can fully close out these old cycles and end that. Like the focus needs to not be on when is this new and better thing going to come, or when is the good relationship going to come, or when is the good family stuff going to come, or when is the money stuff going to be worked out. I feel like the focus needs to be on like that that is going to work out. You are going to receive a message soon, but you need to surrender that and the outcome on that and focus more on your healing and releasing of the past and stepping into your power, and on doing that like the strongest that you can, if you will, with the broken and hatched card, and going all in 100% on that. And that needs to be the focus. And once that can be done, you know, however long it takes, like once that is done, then this other stuff is going to fall into place. So sorry that I'm getting all over my message is getting scattered now, but I'm definitely feeling, maybe just to keep bringing it together until I get it, I'm definitely feeling from the cards here, you do have something very good coming to you. I think a lot of you know what that is and feel it intuitively, like it's been promised to you. It does look like stuff with home, like where you live, your family, a relationship, and finances, like so many things for the better, but it has not quite manifested yet. It hasn't manifested yet because there's some things from the past that need to be fully closed out that haven't been, and some old emotions that need to be fully healed from and transmuted that also haven't fully been. And there needs to be, you need to step more into your power, or the people that you're connecting with need to step more into your power in order for this good thing to come in a really strong, stable, and solid fashion, okay? But in order for this good thing to come, the focus really does not need to be in the good new thing that's to come, even though it is going to come, and God does see you, and God is working on it in the angels, and even though what is hidden will be revealed to you, if not soon, then definitely it will be. Okay, the goal is to not focus on that, but to instead put all of your time and all your attention and all your focus to dealing with this past stuff and stepping into your power as best you can, as quickly as you can. I don't know if quick is what I want to say, but as best as you can, because that is eventually what's going to get this other stuff moving. All right. And in order for you to focus on healing this other stuff the best that it is that you can, I do think you need to go all in 100% to working out this old stuff, but that you need to make little moments for yourself to have fun too, because that's going to help you dive deeper into this subconscious stuff or things from the past that need to be released, and that your dreams and your intuitions may have messages for you in order to keep the hope alive as you move forward. So that's what I'm seeing there. You know, it says self-love is at the bottom of the deck, and you might need to love yourself through this process. You know, it's definitely very strange, pile one, because I'm getting like a very, there's what I'm feeling some tension about now is that there's definitely a very interesting balance that you're having to pull off between wanting something new and being excited about what you feel in your soul is coming, and having to close off these old cycles. I do feel like the past and closing off the old cycles and stepping into your power deserves a little bit more weight. Like if we're talking about the scales, like definitely closing out the old takes more preference and like more urgency than this other stuff, and therefore needs you to put more of your time and your attention and focus into that while sustaining your hope for this other thing. And you putting all your attention into that is going to make everything come together, I think, a bit better and a bit quicker, or it's going to make the time pass faster than it would if you're just sitting here waiting for something, twiddling your thumbs. So I think that's what I'll say. Yeah. Maybe that's another message for some of you. Just again, take it if it resonates, but maybe the reason why some things have been going so slow is because maybe you have been avoiding doing some of this healing from the past and closing out some old cycles. And the quicker you do that, the quicker this other stuff is going to fall into place. So maybe some of you needed to hear that, because they are connected. And the more you do one, the other one's going to come into alignment in a better way. All right, so that's what I'm going to say there. Thank you so much, pile one, for hanging in there with me. I'm now going to go to pile two. Pile two, we've got the Wizard's Tarot. So I don't know what this is. Rodochrosite, I don't know. I don't really know what kind of stone that is. I just added it so that it would help you pick your pile and just look nice. And it kind of matched the Wizard's Tarot, the coloring of it. All right. Let's see if we can get some more cards. What does pile two need to know, Spirit? Guidance, advice, messages. What does pile two need to know? Okay. All right, and I'll take this one as well, and that one. Oh, where do I want to put this? Desk space is really hard to come by when you're filming videos. Which one happened first? This one was first. Ooh, the Queen of Pentacles. Love. We've got the Queen of Pentacles upright. I should show you the cards. Very pretty. We've got the Two of Cups upright. Also very good. We've got the Three of Cups reversed. We've got the Queen of Swords upright. I'm not going to look at these two yet. How do I feel about this? The Queen of Pentacles, to me, the Queen doesn't, you know, this is just a thought that came to me. I feel like some of you are not making any moves at the moment. You are just hanging tight. And I don't feel necessarily like this is an anxious kind of thing. Like pile one to me felt very anxious. Like things aren't happening in the way that I want them to happen. And I'm frustrated because there are good things that I see that are just out of my reach. You're not like that, pile two. I feel like you are... You're just hanging in your space and, you know, in your life, and you're just trying to make it the most comfortable that it can be. This could be like just nurturing yourself at home, nesting at home, or organizing your finances. This is a Pentacles card, like counting all your money and organizing your finances and getting all that in order. You could be doing some of that, like real nesting, nurturing, organizing vibes, but I feel like you're content. You are content doing that because you are feeling as though you have something to protect. You have something to protect. You have something to organize. You have something to nurture. I don't know if it's because a few things did occur in the past few months for you that now have got you sitting pretty, kind of like she is here on her throne, or if it's just because you've been working towards success and stability for a really, really, really long time, and now it's finally here. I'm not sure how you got to this point. I just know that it does seem to me that you are in a pretty calm place at the moment, working with what you got. It doesn't mean you're not open to anything else. I do feel you're definitely open if some more abundance or something else good were to come to you, but you're not really making any moves towards it at the time. At this time, you're waiting to receive. You're waiting for it to come to you. Okay. With the Two of Cups upright, next, what that means to me is that I get two messages, but take what resonates, because there are a lot of you, but I get that perhaps some of you are sitting pretty, not only financially, but with a relationship at the moment as well. That's very cozy and very comfortable to you. That is making you feel like you got your ducks in a row and that's working. If some of you are not sitting pretty with a relationship, then this also indicates to me that maybe some of you, and this might be the interpretation that I prefer, is that some of you are in a good place and I don't want to say you're waiting on a relationship, but some of you could be in a good place just doing your own thing. Maybe you feel like a relationship is missing. It could be a romantic relationship, could be a business partnership that you would be open to, but you're not going to get it. I feel like that is what I see here. You know, I'm not going to lie. We even have the Queen of Swords. This is the vibe I get. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but thinking about these other cards, I do. You have this queen. You have this very queen, like feminine energy. Even if you're a man, or even if you have a masculine like essence, I do. I'm feeling like this group, you are sitting in your power and just okay with what you have. You're good with what you have. You're good with what you have. You're sitting in your power and you're not making any big moves to get anything because you're fine where you are. Not that you wouldn't accept something if it came to you, especially if it were like a relationship, financial or romantic, but you're really not taking any big steps here. Especially if it's not something that you feel is going to work or really resonates with you, especially because of the Three of Cups reversed. You know, the Three of Cups reversed to me is like, you know, when I see it upright, I think of like partying and being out and about. And I think there's a part of you that's become, man, I don't know if I quite want to say this word with all the queen energy, but there's a part of you that like doesn't want to play, if you will. And I don't mean doesn't want to have fun, but there's a part of you that's like very serious about life. Like you recently have come into something in your life That's been very good and very solid. Definitely financially to me in regards to your material reality and possibly with a relationship. And I don't know, I get the sense you are just holding where you are and working with what you have because you don't want to mess around. You don't want to mess around. You don't want to create any more chaos in your life. You don't want to get involved with anyone who's going to cause drama, and you're holding tight and you are dealing with yourself. And with the Queen of Swords upright, making a lot of sense of like you're just getting a lot of understanding from holding still about your past, about what you've been through, and about your emotions. And I see a lot of healing and a lot of connecting the dots as a result of all this stuff that's gone on. Okay. And that's what I'll say so far. Do I want to repeat that before I look at these? Because I felt like that was kind of messy. So yeah, I'm going to repeat that. What I think is going on with you, pile 2, I was not expecting this message, is that you are in a good spot for whatever reason. Either something recently happened that was very good for you, or you've been working to get into a good spot for a long time, and now it's finally here. And because you are in a good spot, particularly with money and with your home and with your physical reality, and maybe for some of you, relationships, you are just sitting tight to enjoy that space and to love that space and to nurture that space even more and to feel even more comfortable and more solid and more secure in that as you move forward. And it's working for you. It's working for you to help you heal a lot of old things, connect a lot of old dots, make sense of things in the ways that it is that you need. You're not closed off to any good thing that were to come to you, especially if it's a relationship that you're waiting on or hoping for. Again, I don't like the word waiting, but incubating, maybe that you're incubating in some way, could especially be a relationship. You're open to it, but you're not actively going out to get it. And I think that's because you're really particular about who and what you bring into your space, because you don't want to mess up the good thing that you've got going on now. And you don't want to play with all these like silly people who are going to cause drama. And the message that I'm getting is that's a good thing. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're in this really like feminine, receptive, nurturing space, because I think it is very good. Okay. It's working, or it will work very soon. Okay. What do we have next? We've got the 3 of Swords upright. Okay. And we've got the Hierophant upright. Oh man, the 3 of Swords is kind of throwing me for a loop. So I don't know what I want to say about that, but I know what I want to say. Maybe I'll get a clarifier in a minute, but I know what I want to say about the Hierophant. You know, the Hierophant is about learning something, and it's about like being initiated in some ways into these aren't the words I want to say, but it's about like being initiated into like society, or yeah, being initiated into society, or like more of an this also isn't a word I want to use, but more of an accepted way of living. And so I do feel that by you just chilling, pile 2, and doing your own thing and nurturing your own stuff and holding tight and not blocking anything off, but not going for anything either, is going to really help you enter the next stage of your life, whether you see it or not, whether you feel it or not. It's really going to help you to learn a different way of being in your life that's going to help you move forward, especially because I do believe that so much of what is going on really at this time in the astrology is about stepping into your intuition and is about learning more of like a softer, more feminine way of life, if you will, even if you're a man. So my feeling here, pile 2, is that by you being receptive, you being in your feminine energy, you just doing you and working with what you have is just what needs to be done here to call you into the next level of your life and to help you bring that more structure into your life and to help you like move up in the world and accomplish these things that it is that you want to accomplish. I don't know, maybe some of you do seem to be pretty good in where you are now, but maybe some of you just doubt every once in a while, like, I'm not doing anything, like, I'm just staying still, not really much new has happened. Am I where I need to be? Am I not? And I'm getting the vibe that yes, you are where you need to be, that maybe you're ahead of everyone else. Maybe you've already done the work that you needed to do to get some new chapter in life, and everyone needs to catch up to you. Like, you're fine, just hold tight, and you weirdly not doing anything is going to bring you forward. Okay, it's going to bring you forward. Another thing too that I'm really called towards is the fact that you've got two queens here, which are very, very feminine. I mean, there is a lot of feminine energy as well, with the Three of Cups being all three women here. The Two of Cups has a woman on it, even though there's a man there as well. And there's the Hierophant here, which is to me a strong masculine figure, being the High Priest. So I also feel too like people are going to see, like, that's the thing about the queens. They attract. They don't get things, they attract. So I do feel that by you just staying in this energy and nurturing yourself, not only is it going to take you to where you want to go, to being more initiated into society, to being a productive member of society, whatever that means to you, to help you move up in the world, but it's also going to attract the attention of someone really important. That maybe you don't know yet, or maybe you don't see yet, who sees you, who you don't know sees you, or who is going to see you very soon. And the attention of that important person is going to be a key part in helping you move up. Okay, this could be a boss, because the High Priest to me is an authority figure. So a boss could see the good work that you're doing by just like dealing with your shit, if you will, and promote you very soon, or come to you. If this isn't a boss, this could be like another employer that sees you and steals you from your current company. That could come, especially with the Queen of Pentacles there. If this isn't a boss, then this could be like a romantic partner, especially with the Two of Cups. That could also come to you very, very soon as well, that you are attracting now by just staying in your power. If this isn't a romantic partner coming to you, and if some of you are already in good relationships and just staying with that, then this to me can also indicate that relationship being called up higher. So maybe there might be like a proposal soon if some of you are currently engaged or currently in a relationship, or there could be a pregnancy of some sort. There could be some big milestone if you are currently in a relationship as well that could also occur there too. So please keep that in mind. All right. Yeah. The Three of Swords. Let me get a clarifier about the Three of Swords. What is that about? The first thought that comes to me about the Three of Swords is that some of you may have been through some hard stuff in the past. Some of you may have been through some heartbreak. To me, the Three of Swords is more heartbreak. Not that it couldn't be like a bad job or something. Ooh, definitely feels heartbreak. Eight of Wands, Three of Swords. The Eight of Wands reversed came out to clarify the Three of Swords, and we've got the Four of Wands reversed at the back of the deck. And to me, the Three of Swords feels very relationships to me, and the Four of Wands is also very relationships to me as well. So, and this to me also feels backstory. So sorry, I'm kind of giving you the backstory last, the past last instead of first, but I am getting the sense that some of you have had some difficulties in the past. I think we all have as a collective, but I'm getting the sense that you have had some difficulties in the past that may still be super top of mind with maybe a relationship that went wrong or ended or never materialized, or with a current partner, maybe you just went on hard times. Where things didn't go according to plan or didn't quite work out in the way that you thought they would work out. And that's led to this very passive energy that you have, keeping to yourself, not making any moves so that you can build yourself up, get right with yourself, and protect yourself away from the drama, away from the drama of whatever that was, to regain your strength. And right, Spirit is saying you're doing good. Keep doing what you're doing. You just staying to yourself and not going for anything, but being open to it is just where you need to be, just where Spirit wants you, because that is going to actually initiate you into a different way of life that's better. That's going to help you feel more accepted and connected to society or to other people that are important to you. And not only is that what's helpful, but it's also, not only is that going to help you go higher, but it's also going to catch the eye. It's also what's going to help you catch the eye of someone important, a boss, or it could be a family member, I suppose, or a romantic partner, so that they can come to you instead of you going to them, and work itself out and ascend to the next level, go to some kind of next level here. Okay. So that's what I'll say there. Let me pull some oracle cards. This is the Wild Offering Oracle. It's like one of my favorites. Okay, I think I want to take this one. It's calling to me. So what do we have here? Trust and spaciousness. So I feel like you already know this. The trust message, pile 2, because you're in Queen energy. And Queen energy to me is very patient and very trusting in a lot of ways. Like, I don't want to say trusting, but is very patient. So I feel like you're already kind of there, but maybe I'll just say it again because the card is out here. Trust that you are in the right place, doing just what you need to be doing here by holding still, even if it feels like nothing is happening. Okay, because you being in this more passive, receptive place is going to help you create the space for what is meant to come to you. It is right. It's going to help you to create the space or open the space so that when you do move up, or when something good does come to you instead of you going to it, you're going to have the room for it, and it's going to fit in seamlessly without having to rework a lot of stuff. Okay. So, yeah. I'm just going to pull a few more oracle cards from this other deck. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do. I don't really like to do reversals with these oracle decks. What do we have? We've got Puppet here. We've got Ungrateful Daughter and Earthly Mother, which is interesting. It's like more feminine energy. And we've got the Pink Bubble Fairy. Where do I want to go? Man, do I want to talk about the Ungrateful Daughter and the Puppet together? What do these speak to me of? These to me do, and it's interesting here, pile 2, because I feel like you're good. I feel like you're on your shit. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you're you're managing your life pretty good, like pretty healthily. You've got a lot of abundance to take care of, and you're focusing on the positive and really just trying to get your life in order for whatever is about to happen or come to you next. But I do feel low key, like some kind of resentment. I'm not going to lie that you have to be in this waiting place, or that you have to be a little bit still. Like Spirit shows it to me last. If you notice, like the first thing that came was like all this good stuff. So I feel like it's either faint and in the background, or like you try to hide it and don't want to admit it. But I feel like there is some kind of resentment for being in this really passive, which is not a bad, passive isn't a bad thing, but I feel like you maybe feel like it is some kind of resentment for being in this more passive place, even though things to me do seem to look pretty good. And maybe you feel some kind of resentment, you know, there because you feel like a puppet, like something's missing, you know, like your life is not complete, you know, like what is a puppet? A puppet, you know, just goes through the motions, right? It doesn't have a heart. It doesn't have a soul. So I'm getting the sense that you are in a good place, pile 2. and you are right where you need to be. You don't need to do anything. Other people need to catch up to you. But that you feel uncomfortable, hurt, maybe bitter, resentful about it, this place that spirit has put you in, or this place that maybe someone else has put you in with a relationship here, that's going on because you feel incomplete without it, or like something's missing, or like you're just going through the motions while you wait for other stuff to come together. Man, that's hard. And the message here, man, look at this. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck is afraid of the attic, and I feel like you're also kind of afraid that you're just going to be waiting forever. And the pink bubble fairy, which perhaps is the card I'll end on, is about it's about wishes being granted, right? Like that's what fairies do. And so I'm always fairly optimistic, but I do feel like this card is really trying to encourage you and to say, like, don't worry. Like, I know you feel maybe a little bit resentful, but you're fine. You like what you're hoping for is going to happen. Or if there's nothing that you're hoping for, then just good things are going to turn around, and some wish of yours is going to be granted, even if it doesn't seem like it, or even if it's not currently happening, especially by this Hierophant figure that's occurring here. Okay. So that's what I'm going to say. That's kind of like a weird place to end it. So I'm like, what do I want to do? Do I want to pull one more card? I haven't been watching the time, so I'm not really sure like how far I've gone over in the other readings or not. So maybe I will pull one more card for you before we go from the animal spirit deck. I'm not as good with this. I might have to read from the book, but we'll see what we get. Please give us one animal spirit. That would be great. This, I think, will be the last one. The last card I'll pull for you, but the message here is you may feel resentful that you're stuck or you're waiting, but you're not waiting. You kind of are waiting, but it's working for you. It's working. The waiting is working for you. It's working to attract other things to you when they're ready, and to help make you even stronger, and to help you heal, and to upgrade your beliefs, and to be okay with that. Because this is my group. This is my group of people who's like, things have kind of been happening, but not really, but I'm still kind of okay. And I'm fine. I'm not in a bad place, but I wish more was going on. What do I do? And the message is just keep doing what you're doing. You're fine. Let other people catch up to you. I know you're resentful, a little bit bitter or hurt about it, especially if something uncomfortable kind of put you into this more protected space where you want to protect yourself and where you feel like a puppet and like nothing's going on, but trust that it's going to work itself out, and that this time is not only going to help you to be stronger, but it's going to create space for what's to come. Look, on the card we got at the bottom of the deck is the moth. And the moth to me is like, the phrase, like the moth to the flame. I'm telling you, Queen energy is powerful. Feminine energy is powerful because it attracts strongly. And this to me is confirmation. Something is going to be very, very drawn to you very soon. And it's going to be like a wish granted. It does look like it could be a relationship. I'm not going to lie. That can be taken to the next level. A new relationship that can form and be taken to the next level and be very committed, or a pre-existing relationship that's taken to the next level, or a business relationship or promotion. But I'm telling you, something is coming by you being in your queen energy and managing your stuff, and it looks good. Ooh. Man, and the card at the top of the deck is Panther. You are ready to pounce. I feel like it is so funny. Man, you have such this calm exterior, pile two. You have such this calm exterior. I'm doing fine. I'm managing my stuff. Everything's good. I'm fine. I'm whatever. My life is in order. But underneath the surface, you are fierce. You are like, when am I going to get mine? All right. When is this going to happen? When are people going to get on my level? I am ready to go for it. I am ready to pounce, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening. And the message here is, it is happening. behind the scenes, maybe you just can't see it. And if it's not happening behind the scenes, and it is going to happen very soon, something is going to be drawn to you like the moth to a flame that is going to take you into a new chapter of your life in a way that's really important to you, to help you feel more connected to society, to the world, to people, in some way that's going to bring you a lot of good things, and to just trust that and make the space for it now, which is what I think you're doing. Okay. So I think that's it. I hope that was clear. Pile 2, what was going on in pile 1? Pile 1 was hoping and wishing and waiting for something good to happen, but kind of like avoiding some of the work that they needed to do, or, you know, to make space for the new, and I feel to make space for like the new thing that they were hoping for. And you are hopeful. You are hopeful and like almost as desirous of something new and different as pile 1, but you're just going about it in a different way. And not only are you going about it in a different, calmer way, you don't have as much of the things from the past to work through and overcome like pile 1 did. You're good, pile 2. I really like your energy, pile 2. I feel like you are in a good spot, and maybe even if it came through some hard means. And I think it's you being in that good spot that's what's making you feel uncomfortable, because other people aren't quite where you are yet. And it's saying, don't you worry, pile 2, something good, you're going to get yours, something good is coming your way. Maybe you can't see it yet, but it is going to find you, without you lifting a finger, and you're going to like it, and to just hang in there until it happens, and make the space that it is that you need for this thing that's coming to you to fit into your life more seamlessly when it does arrive. Okay, and that's it. That's all I'm going to say. For you, pile 2, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video. We go ahead now, get pile 3. This organization is very difficult for me. Okay. All right, here you are, pile 3. Tarot says, hello, pile 3. This is for those of you who chose the Witch's Tarot, and I believe that this is garnet. You're the garnet stone. So let's go ahead and get some messages. Oh, first one. All right, give me some more cards. All right, we're going to take this one. Whoa. Oh, sorry, I should say which ones they are. This is the Devil reversed that we've got here. And this is the Wheel of Fortune upright. So what we see here is a sudden turn of events for pile 3 already, that you wouldn't see coming at all after a really hard, dark time where you felt manipulated, controlled, abused by people in your life and kept in the shadows or overlooked. And oh, I gotta take it. The Ace of Wands. Man, this looks pretty fast. Pretty fast something is coming to you. Do I want to get, nah, maybe I'll get another. Anything else, Spirit, before I dive in? Okay. Oh, we got the High Priest again. We got that one in the in pile 2. Okay. He came out reversed though. Sorry, I'm just going to look at this one as well. The King of Wands. Okay, sorry, I need to say this. We've got the High Priest reversed. We've also got the King of Wands reversed. And we've got the Magician reversed. My goodness. How do I feel about all of this? I will tell you, I do feel like something very difficult has gone on for you in the past. Especially with all these reversed cards. Something very difficult has happened for you in the past. When it comes, I definitely feel like people have been taking advantage of you. That to me is a thing that happens with the Devil. If it wasn't people taking advantage of you, then it could be some addictions or substance abuse that can also happen with the Devil. But I feel like for many of you, if it is addictions and substance abuse, it is related to uncomfortable things with relationships that maybe started you down that path. Doesn't have to be the substance abuse, but if it is, to me, it does feel very relationship related. Okay. And I feel like because there is maybe the substance abuse, or maybe there's been the manipulative relationships in the past, you felt like it's really, really hard for you to get your freedom to do what it is that you wanted. The High Priest reverse to me is about freedom and to manifest the things that are important to you to manifest, because maybe you felt like you couldn't do anything without this manipulative person telling you couldn't do it, or jumping you through these hoops, or asking you to do all this other stuff. So I'm definitely getting the feeling there that you've been held back by possibly an addiction, but especially by relationships, or about some beliefs about your relationships that have been unhealthy, preventing you from manifesting, making moves, being happy, with the King of Wands also being reversed, and stepping into your passion. And with the Wheel here, I feel like that's about to turn around suddenly and unexpectedly, here to move you forward, so that you can get your freedom. Okay. And move forward. And this doesn't, to me, feel like you're gonna, like an unexpected event's gonna happen in a traditional way. Like pile 1 and 2, it felt more traditional to me, if you will. Like they had the 10 of Cups in pile 1 upright, and then the High Priest upright. And both of those cards to me are kind of traditional, right? Like traditional home and family, and more of the traditional way of doing life, of entering society. And you are my individuals. I feel this path, you are my individuals. I even feel like you're my creative types, you're my business owners, you are my free spirits. But the thing about being a free spirit, this isn't always the case, but that the thing about being a free spirit is that a lot of times you don't feel understood by the people around you, and feel trapped by the people around you, or that your freedom gets tested so that you can learn how to assert your freedom in better ways. And I feel like that's your thing. That's what's been going on with you, pile 3. You are a free spirit, super creative. I think you're actually a powerful manifester, a business owner, something like that. But you have just been hiding your shine, dulling your light, stopping, not doing the things you know you've been meant to do, perhaps because of addictions or relationships or beliefs that haven't been right, which have been keeping you stuck and making you feel down, depressed, down on yourself. Low self-esteem. And again, that's about to change bigly, if you will. It's about to change big time. In what way is that about to change? I'm not going to lie. I don't get a very relationship vibe from you, from this pile. Just for some reason, I'm not feeling relationship. I'm feeling the escape from a relationship. I will say that. I'm feeling the escape from a relationship, but I'm not feeling into another relationship. This isn't you're escaping from one relationship and then things are turning around and you're jumping into another. This is you escaping from an old relationship or bad relationship thoughts, beliefs, habits, and things turning around pretty quickly for you to finally do your own thing, gain your own independence, gain your own freedom, and work on that, because we have the Ace of Wands. And the thing that I'm called to the most about the Ace of Wands, it's solitary. It is just one wand, just being itself out there. And again, the High Priestess is about independence. So I feel like you're a free spirit, you're a creative, you're an entrepreneur at heart. You have been trapped by people who have been dulling your shine, doubting your work, forcing you down. And now you finally are about to come up to a turn of events that's going to turn all of that around. But it's not going to turn that around by you getting into a relationship that supports you. No, it's going to turn around by you taking your power back and by you doing your own thing. And I feel like with the Ace of Wands, you're going to get a spark of insight pretty quickly out of nowhere that's going to help you release the old relationship BS and to move forward doing your own thing. Not only are you going to get the spark of insight very quickly and unexpectedly to help you escape from an old situation and get your freedom and do your own thing, but I also think you're going to get an insight too that's going to give you more of the confidence that you need, more of the stability that you need, and more of the financial security with the King of Pentacles being upright. So what this means to me, I actually see this manifesting in a few ways, is that maybe some of you are in an abusive relationship and you've been afraid to escape it for quite some time because you haven't been confident enough to escape it, or because you haven't had the finances to leave this person who has financially supported you. And I feel like you're getting a sudden and unexpected turn of events very soon where you're going to find a way to make money to leave this person, or where some kind of money is going to be given to you in order to secure your own freedom away from this challenging relationship. Okay, if this is not an abusive romance or sexual or intimate relationship, then some of you could have business relationships or business partnerships or just business connections with people who have dulled your creativity, who've prevented it from coming out. And what could happen is that very soon you could have an unexpected turn of events in which you get your freedom from these people and start your own business, or find a way to make money with your own project that starts to come in very, very good ways that it is that you need, where you go out on your own. You know, look, business partner, if you're giving me problems with this thing, then fine, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I found another way to make money. I found another business and it's working. Okay. And when I say another way to make money or another business that's working, it does feel the start. I want to say the start of a new project or the start of something, but with the King of Pentacles here being upright, it looks very, very solid financially. So even though this may be a start of a new life in which you're more confident, or of a new financial project or a new financial source, it does look to be pretty substantial now, but it looks to get even bigger as time goes on and be something more long lasting. Okay. Some kind of new sense of self and new money source going to work together to help you get your freedom from these old things and make your creative visions and passions a reality. We've got the Four of Cups upright at the bottom of the deck. This is about doubt. This is about doubt and uncertainty here about whether or not you should leave this uncomfortable situation. You know, a lot of people, I read a lot of the comments, of course, in my videos, and a lot of people on some of my latest YouTube videos, especially if you're watching this around the time that I'm posting it, have talked a lot about job situations. I'm in a job, I just got one, I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. I want to leave, but I don't know. If you got this pile, I definitely feel like some of you, not all of you, are leaving a job situation. The answer is yes. If you just got a new job, or if you've been in a job for a while and you don't like it and you're debating on leaving, the answer is yes, because there's going to be another opportunity that's going to come very, very soon that's going to work with you. It could be another like job opportunity where you work for someone else, but it definitely feels to me something more independent, where you work for yourself, you freelance, or some kind of creative or business project that I do like, or some kind of job that gives you more freedom. And this card is saying, if that's what you're feeling in your heart, you need to leave this job, don't doubt it. Don't doubt. If you feel you need to leave, don't doubt that feeling, go for it. And don't miss opportunities. That's what it's also saying. Don't miss opportunities when they're presented to you. Because I feel like, I don't want to say self-sabotage, but I feel like there's some of that going on with you, pile 3. I feel like there's a part of you that's like, I don't like this job situation that I'm in. I don't like this abusive relationship situation that I'm in. But I don't want to leave it at the same time. But I don't want to leave it because, because I'm used to it, because it would just be a big ordeal, because XYZ. And I feel like that's part of the issue. And not only is that part of the issue, but I almost feel too like new opportunities are presenting themselves to you every single day, and you're just ignoring them. So my message, to continue bringing it together here, to repeat, I like to do that until it becomes more clear, is that pile 3, there's something that you're in that you don't like. It looks to me an abusive relationship or an abusive work situation, or just work situation you do not like, and you need to leave it. You need to leave it. And you're going to have a lot of support suddenly and unexpectedly, I think, to leave it very soon, to get more stability on your own as an individual, or to have a better job job, which I think is an entrepreneurial venture or a creative or an artistic project that's going to be significant and pay off very well now, but especially in the future. And you need to not doubt. You need to not doubt that this is going to go on, because some of you are doubting and staying stuck when you don't want to be. And not only are some of you doubting and therefore staying stuck, causing your own problems, more or less, but you're also, because you're doubting, ignoring the opportunities that are right in front of you, that are being presented to you. And the message here is, do not ignore the opportunities being presented to you. Do not be afraid to take the risk and to take the leap. You will be fine. Something will be there to catch you on the other side. Okay. We've got the Seven of Swords next at the bottom of the deck, up right. The Seven of Swords to me does indicate doing something in secret. But you chose the Wizard's Tarot, and the Seven of Swords and the Wizard's Tarot to me is more of an optimistic kind of figure, not one about trickery, because he's smiling. This is, to me, he looks more like he's trying to secure himself and get what he needs in order to succeed. So another thing that I'm feeling like, not only may some of you be afraid to take this risk and just doubting it, to go out on your own or to leave this thing to do something better. But maybe some of you also are afraid, feel guilty. Like, if I leave this thing and do this other thing without them or without them knowing, are they going to get mad? Am I a bad person? And the answer is no, you're not a bad person. You're not a bad person for leaving a bad relationship or for leaving a relationship you're unhappy in. You're not a bad person for leaving a job that you're unhappy in, even if you just got it. That does not make you a bad person, Maybe it's not traditionally what would be accepted or what people do, but you're not about living a traditional life, at least not right now. This is not about doing the traditional thing. This is about getting your own freedom and listening to your heart. And that's what you need to do. There's nothing wrong with making sure your needs are taken care of. Maybe that's another thing. Not only may some of you feel guilty for leaving this other situation because it's not socially acceptable, whatever that is, and because you're doubtful about it, but maybe some of you are also, the guilt and shame, feel like you're walking away from some of your responsibilities. If you put your own needs first for once, you're, a bad person, and that's not true. Putting your own needs first does not make you a bad person. It does not make you a bad person. Sometimes we need to put our own needs first in order to be healthy and form healthy relationships and have healthy boundaries. And I think that's something you really need to hear. You're not being selfish, you're being smart. Sometimes you got to just do what's best for you. That's also the message that I'm getting for you as well. Sometimes you just got to do what's best for you. And this is one of these times, maybe just to give it, I don't know if I want to say give an example, but I do feel like a lot of you, not that some of you aren't leaving relationships, it's definitely a thing, but I feel like a lot of you are debating leaving jobs that maybe you just started really recently, or if you didn't just start really recently, that you've been involved with for a long time, that you feel like you're loyal to, and you're afraid to leave it because of those two. I've been here for forever, I don't want to leave them now, or I just got the job, what are they going to think? And you just got to get over that. I've switched so many jobs. I'm just going to tell you. There was one period of my life where every 8 months I had a new job. And you know what? It was kind of chaotic to constantly switch jobs, but I didn't feel bad about it at all because the other jobs weren't paying me. They weren't paying me that much. If you want me to stay around longer, pay me more. You know what I mean? And if there's another opportunity that's out there that's going to respect me, then I'm going to go for that one. Doesn't make me a bad person. It makes me smart because I can't keep giving my energy away for free, So I don't know. I feel like this is the group who has a really hard time doing things your own way and accepting that you're different and going for it and moving on, because I don't feel, I'm going to be honest, I don't feel like, even though I do feel like there is an oppressive situation around you, like a job, a business, a person in some way, like that's hard. I do feel like you can leave it. You're just, it doesn't feel like, even though there's an oppressive thing around you, it doesn't feel like they're holding you against your will. I do feel like you could really leave it if you really wanted to. And you do need to leave it. It's just that you are afraid to take the risk. You're afraid that nothing's going to catch you on the other side. If you were to do your own thing, you feel a lot of doubt about it. You feel a lot of insecurity about it, and you feel a lot of guilt and shame too if you were to leave these things and people behind. And no guilt and shame. No time for guilt and shame. No need to feel that. You're doing nothing wrong. The other thing too I feel about this group is boundaries. I feel like some of you have really big problems with boundaries, which is part of the issue here. You're giving away too much of your power here to other people, and you need to put boundaries in your mindset, the way that you think about these things, and boundaries in your life. That's part of the problem. Well, really the guilt is the problem, and the shame, because I think the guilt and the shame is preventing you from putting in the boundaries and making you feel bad about that when you shouldn't. There's no problem with boundaries. So have those. We've already got some cards here. Oh, we got quite a few. So I'll stop with that. We've got, this is from the Iris Oracle. We've got body as a house. We've got repopulation. We've got in between worlds. So this, to me, I'm going to start with repopulation, stood out to me the most. Repopulation. What does this mean to me? Taking something old and making it new again. And I don't mean taking the same thing that's old and making the old thing new. Not that some of you couldn't be refreshing some old challenging, really. Like maybe that is another message. Like some of your old relationship and work situations that have been hard could take on a sudden unexpected of events for the better, but I don't feel like it's that way. I really don't. I feel like this is you removing yourself from that situation and going out on your own path in a different way. And this to me is just confirmation that that's possible. This repopulation to me is confirmation that if you take the step away from this abusive relationship, away from this abusive job situation that you don't like, if you take that step, something will be there to catch you. It will grow back, if you will. Like, whatever you're leaving behind will come back to you, in different and better ways if you just take this risk. You may feel like you're in between worlds for a minute. You may feel in between worlds, but that's okay, because that's what this card says. Because maybe that's another point too, because I can just see some of you at around this time saying, okay, fine. I'm going to leave my job. I'm going to leave this person. I'm going to get another one. And then I feel like there may be a little bit of an in-between space between leaving the old and getting the new job, the new relationship, or not even the new relationship. This is not about a new relationship. There might be some time in between you leaving the old job or relationship and getting the self-confidence or the business idea or the independence with more money that's going to come to it. And I feel like during that in-between time, you may also doubt. Like there's doubt to leave the old thing, and then there's doubt when you're in between the things of like, did I make the wrong decision? And this card is just saying there may be a time in between the two worlds, in between leaving the old and getting into this different thing, but do not worry and do not doubt. Again, if that happens, that is just fine. You will be taken care of. Have faith as you navigate this space. Okay. As things transition and fall into place, just have faith, because things are going to be fine. And maybe this isn't a message so much about the future. Maybe this isn't, because the future looks like a quick change of events very quickly. Very fast change of events in your favor. So maybe this in-between worlds isn't about the future. Maybe this in-between worlds is about you now. Maybe some of you now are like, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I'm not in a good place now, but I'm not where I want to be. And maybe now you're feeling in between. And the message is just like, I don't know, man. I do. I feel like you all have so many fears and insecurities going on. And the message here is like, stop that. Stop that. You know, like where you are now is fine. And if it's not, it's going to change very soon. So don't worry about it. And to be okay too with a transition. Because for some of you, to give even another option, for some of you, it's not leaving an old job or relationship behind that's bad. For some of you, it's just not having a job or a relationship and feeling really burdened by that. And this card, and feeling really burdened and like in between worlds without a structure, without a foundation. And the message here is like, just, you're going to be fine. Something is going to happen very quickly, very soon to help rectify that. It still doesn't look like a relationship. It still looks like you being independent, but something's going to happen very soon to help you financially with the independence, or to be more confident being independent, being single in some way. That's then going to help you move further. Okay. Then we've got body as a house next. And body as a house to me is a lot about, self-care and nurturing yourself, because some of you may be so stressed out during this time period. Like, am I going to get a new job? Am I not? Am I going to leave this thing? Am I not? And there's also a message to like, not only calm your fears, like you're going to be fine, but take care of your body so that the fears and the stress don't create health issues. Don't create health issues here, because I'm feeling like there could be some health issues for some of you that are coming on, but to me, they feel related to your jobs, your daily routines, and these old stuff with relationships. So manage your anxiety around the relationships and the job, and then everything else with the health should resolve and things should start to come together. Okay. Now, just going to pull one more card from the Wild Offering. Well, two more cards. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take this one. Man, you are so different, pile 3. You are so different from the other ones. You are meant to have your independence. You are meant to have your freedom. You are not meant to be trapped by an abusive relationship or an uncomfortable relationship or an abusive boss or job. You are not meant for it. You are meant for something else. And I think you know it. And I think you're afraid. You're afraid of what you know you're meant for. You're afraid of your power. You're afraid of everything, leaving these old things behind. Not only are you afraid, you're very guilty. You feel very guilty and ashamed about going on your own. And it's just like, no fear, no shame, no guilt. Go for it. There's nothing wrong with you taking care of your own needs. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. There's nothing wrong with you putting boundaries in place. It's going to get you to where you need to go. Even better, you just have to believe and have faith and go for it and care for yourself in the process. Now, your card from this deck, loneliness, look at that. I'm telling you, I do get a very solitary vibe from this group. And courage. What do I want to say about this? Some of you have fears too about going it alone. You have fears about leaving a relationship and then being alone, or leaving a job and doing your own business and doing your own creative thing. And it's just saying, have courage. Have courage. You can be alone and be just fine. You can be alone and be happy. You can be alone and be strong. You can be alone and move mountains, you know? So I'm feeling that. If you were asking about, I don't feel like a relationship is what is needed for you. I feel you do, in case that's clear, because I feel like there's going to be someone who may be with this reading and be like, well, am I in a relationship or not? And this is not my relationship pile. This is the pile that's coming out of a relationship, personal and professional, and going your own way and doing your own thing as a solitary individual and learning to love yourself and make magic for yourself. Okay, if you wanted something, the other piles were about that. Like the other piles I felt had relationships. Pile 1 and 2 had a relationship they were hoping on, they were waiting on, that I do feel like is going to manifest. You guys don't. You don't. You don't. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just what's needed now. Look, the card we have here from the spirit animal, the animal spirit, wild animal spirit, the wild unknown animal spirit deck is mouse. You know what the mouse is about? It's about fear. Another card about fear. So many. The other piles were not this anxious. Okay, not only is this about fear and anxiety, but it's about playing too small. Like, another part of the problem, I'm sorry to keep picking on you, pile 3, is not only the doubt and the fear and the guilt and the shame and the total lack of boundaries and confidence in your own self and in your own needs, but it's you're selling yourself too short. You feel like a mouse. You feel like a mouse and you're really a giant. You know, you're playing too small. You're selling yourself too short when you're not. You're not. You know, there's no reason to feel small. You are very powerful. As the King of Pentacles is indicated, you are very powerful here, a powerful manifester. You can do it. Stop looking at other people to do what you can do for yourself. Stop looking at other people to help you. You are just fine. You don't need them. Like, maybe that's another reason why you're hesitant to leave this old stuff, is because you feel like you need other people in order to do these things. You don't. Not that you don't need people at certain points in your life, but right now I feel like you are really learning, pile 3, to do things your own way, And with the owl being at the bottom of the deck, to trust your own intuition about what you're doing, and to trust your own vision, your own creative vision about what you see, even if no one else sees what you see. Because owls can see in the dark. So you really need to learn to believe in yourself, your own abilities, to stop thinking you need someone else to help you when you don't, and to rubber stamp your ideas, and to trust your own creative vision, your own creative voice, your own intuition, and to move towards that. Because if you do, I see gold. I see lots of money coming for you here. But it all centers around you first taking your power back, believing in yourself, being more confident in who you are, and not being afraid to take that risk, to be more solitary, and to go out on your own to accomplish what you know it is that you need. So that's what I'm going to say there, pile 3. I hope that that was helpful for you, and I'll talk to you on my next videos.